For decades, Saddam Hussein ruled Iraq with an iron fist, his regime built on fear and absolute control. A nation held captive, its future dictated by one man's will, unaware of the storm gathering on the horizon. Saddam's ascent began in the Ba'ath Party, consolidating power through ruthless purges and strategic alliances. By 1979, he was Iraq's undisputed president, transforming the nation into a personal fiefdom. The devastating Iran-Iraq War, lasting 8 years, bled both nations dry. Saddam initiated the conflict, leaving Iraq crippled economically and socially, a precursor to future regional instability. In 1988, Saddam unleashed chemical weapons on Kurdish civilians in Halabja, a horrific act of genocide. This atrocity underscored his regime's brutal disregard for human life and international law. Driven by territorial claims and economic motives, Saddam's forces invaded Kuwait in August 1990. This audacious act ignited international condemnation and set the stage for a global military response. The world responded with Operation Desert Storm. A vast international coalition, led by the United States, launched a decisive air and ground campaign to liberate Kuwait, pushing Saddam's army back. Following the war, the UN imposed severe economic sanctions on Iraq, aiming to cripple Saddam's military capabilities. While intended to pressure the regime, these sanctions devastated the Iraqi populace. To protect Kurdish and Shia populations, no-fly zones were established over northern and southern Iraq. Coalition aircraft patrolled these areas, further limiting Saddam's control over his own territory. Under UN resolutions, Iraq was mandated to dismantle its weapons of mass destruction programs. International inspectors were sent in, leading to years of tense, often contentious, searches for illicit arms. Saddam consistently obstructed and challenged the inspectors, creating a climate of suspicion and distrust. His defiance fueled international concerns that he was concealing dangerous weapons programs. The September 11 attacks profoundly shifted global politics. The subsequent Bush doctrine prioritized preemptive action against perceived threats, reframing the approach to states like Iraq. In 2002, President Bush declared Iraq part of an axis of evil, linking it to terrorism and WMD proliferation. This speech signaled a clear escalation in rhetoric and intention toward Saddam's regime. U.S. intelligence agencies presented evidence alleging Iraq possessed active weapons of mass destruction programs. These claims became the primary justification for the impending military intervention against Baghdad. Despite intense diplomatic efforts at the United Nations, a consensus for military action proved elusive. The international community remained divided, but the U.S. and its allies pressed forward. A coalition of the willing, primarily US and UK forces, assembled for the invasion. Their objective was clear: remove Saddam Hussein from power and eliminate the perceived WMD threat. On March 20, 2003, the invasion began with shock and awe, an overwhelming aerial bombardment of Baghdad. This massive display of force aimed to cripple the regime and break Iraqi morale. Within weeks, coalition forces entered Baghdad. The swift collapse of the Iraqi army surprised many, signaling the effective end of Saddam's three-decade rule over the capital city. The iconic toppling of Saddam's statue in Firdos Square symbolized the end of his regime. It was a powerful image of liberation for many Iraqis, marking a new, uncertain era. The immediate aftermath brought widespread chaos and looting across Iraq. The collapse of state institutions left a power vacuum, leading to significant instability and a breakdown of civil order. With the regime overthrown, the hunt for Saddam Hussein became a top priority. Coalition forces relentlessly pursued him, knowing his capture was crucial for stabilizing post-invasion Iraq. In December 2003, Saddam was found hiding in a spider hole near Tikrit. His capture was a monumental moment, ending months of speculation and bringing a sense of closure to many. Saddam's trial for crimes against humanity began in 2005. After a lengthy process, he was convicted for the murder of 148 Shia men from Dajjal, a brutal act of retribution. On December 30, 2006, Saddam Hussein was executed by hanging. His death marked the definitive end of a tyrannical era, but it did not bring immediate peace to Iraq. The fall of Saddam left a power vacuum and years of insurgency, sectarian violence, and regional instability. His legacy continues to shape Iraq's turbulent path towards a fragile future. The echoes of Saddam's regime still resonate, a powerful reminder of how quickly power can be gained, and how violently it can be lost. History's dust settles, but its lessons remain.